Hey DC Collectors, welcome to a brand new episode of the show. Today we're taking a look at the DC Multiverse Steppenwolf action figure from McFarlane Toys. Today's episode is sponsored by Entertainment Earth. Entertainment Earth is a pioneer in the collectibles and toy industry, offering unparalleled expertise and an ever-expanding selection of tens of thousands of licensed products, ranging from popular toy and gift items to high-end limited edition pieces and hard-to-find collectibles. Entertainment Earth is your source for toys for the past 25 years. So let's start off by taking a look at the packaging on this, and as you can see, this is a mega figure, so it is bigger than your standard 1995 action figure. This is $39.99 and it is huge. I know if you've looked at my Dark Side review, which I'll leave a link up here somewhere, you could see how big these figures are, and this is another example of a massive action figure. So the front of the box just gives you a nice window look into the figure that you will be getting. Back of the package shows a nice photo from Zack Snyder's Justice League along with the other figures in this wave. Right side of the box, left side of the box, top of the box, bottom of the box. So with the look at the packaging out of the way, let's break this guy open and let's play. So here is Steppenwolf out of the package. First, let's start off by taking a look at the accessories. Like with all of these figures, he does come with a trading card, which features the same photo that is on the back of the package. Back of the card just features a nice bio about Steppenwolf from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Of course, he comes with the same black DC base. Got the DC logo here and the 1 foot peg, although I suspect this guy probably needs 2 of these just because he's so huge. Here is Steppenwolf's axe that he also comes with. Now this thing is huge, and I will say it feels a little bit sturdier than the accessory that Darkseid came with, which was his staff or axe or whatever piece that was. That was sort of flimsy. This is a little bit sturdier. I don't know if it's because it's thicker plastic, but because of the ginormous head on this thing, but this is actually a nice weapon. I just, like with all McFarlane toys, you wish that there's a little more paint applied to this piece. So let's start off by taking a look at the sculpt, and I will say right off the bat that it looks very similar to the character in the film. The only difference to me, maybe the color of the skin that they went with here. It's a little darker than what you see in the film, and just the shine of the armor needed to be a little more chromy, I would say, rather than the dull coat, but still just a fantastic piece. Look at all the little spikes on this thing. Some of them are kind of sharp, so kind of be careful, especially when you go to grab this guy just to move him around. If you're not careful, you will poke a hole in your thumb trying to grab this guy. Just an exceptional looking action figure. Just get a load of this. I mean, he's absolutely huge. And just loving the attention to detail on the costume itself. A lot of care, a lot of love went into this. Got some fuzz there. Sorry about that. Just absolutely cool. And I've never noticed this. I never noticed that in the movie, so I'm assuming that's in the movie. I've just never noticed the backside of him all that much in the film. But you can see, just cool. These spiky things are, sort of softer plastic, so they do bend, and I'm sure some of these were bending in the package. But overall, nice sculpt. Now the paint job, like I said, the skin tone could have been a little bit lighter than what it was in, right here. So this is a little bit darker, but I'm not complaining too bad. The eyes look spot on. I mean, actually, you can get a good look at that. The eyes are absolutely fantastic. Did a great job with the eyes. Look at those gnarly hands. That's awesome. That's a weird kind of hinge right there. We'll talk about that in just a second. But you can see he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fingers. Holy crap, I didn't realize that. I guess this looks similar to the movie. I just never really counted. Okay, so let's take a look at the articulation on Steppenwolf. So his head, as you can see, turns all the way around. Really nice. You can go to the sides. Just got lots of movement in that head. As far as looking up, that's about as far as he goes. Down, you can see that's about as far as he's going to look down. As far as the shoulders go, let's see. It's hard, like I said, it's hard to grab this guy without sticking yourself. It can go about that high. so it can go all the way around. Although this shoulder piece does tend to get in the way of flipping it all the way around. He's got bicep swivel. He's got the one joint here. It only bends this way. It's not double jointed, but you can turn this so it turns all the way around. Sorry, but this guy is so big, I'm having to kind of do a little something different here. So the wrist, does he turn? Yes, he turns all the way around at the wrist, and also he has that, which is pretty cool. You know, I love the mega figures because they do things a little different than they normally would with the regular size action figures. And you know how I complain about some of the articulation on those regular size figures. Now, he does twist all the way around here, and he's got a bit of some ball joint movement there. Can he turn at the waist? Now this is, you know, the diaper piece, so I'm trying to look down in there to see if he can turn at the waist. If he can, I'm not making him do it because, one, I'm stabbing myself every time I grab this guy because these things are so sharp. So I'm going to say no on that. He could split really well. He can do a split like that pretty good. There is no thigh swivel. He's just got the one knee bend, and it doesn't bend all that far. As you can see, there to there, that's it. No bend at the knee. Look, no turn there. He does have the ball joint ankle, so he can, you know, move pretty good there. Each toe is articulated too, so both of them move on the foot. That's pretty cool. Now, what I will say is this guy is so heavy. I mean, he is so monstrous that his legs do tend to spread a little bit. So be super careful when you're standing him up, because that does tend to happen. So let's bring out a couple of buddies to just kind of get a scale look at him. So buddy number one is Darkseid. And as you can see, Darkseid, move his arm out of the way a little bit. Darkseid is just as tall as Steppenwolf. And he might be a little bit shorter. I do have Darkseid on his stand because Darkseid tends to fall over on my shelf, so he has to use that stand. And we will bring out Batman. So you can see all three are McFarlane DC Multiverse figures, so you can see just how big this mega figure is. It is huge, and as it should be. He was huge in the movie. He, you know, towered over Batman, so he should be huge in the action figure form. So I'm absolutely loving that. So we're going to put him on his stand for now, just to hopefully help stand him up a little bit right here. Yeah, that's so much better. See what the axe looks like in his hand. Oh, that axe is just awesome. You know, if they made one where it was glowing, that would make this thing pop even more, just to separate some of the dull colors, to, you know, give it that glowing axe effect. That would look just so awesome. So that'll do it for this episode of the show. Again, I want to thank the fine folks at Entertainment Earth for sending this thing over. If you want to purchase this guy, head over to Entertainment Earth for $39.99. You can sure purchase him. I'll leave a link down in the description below. If you like what I'm doing, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. You can find me on social media at DCCollectors on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Also, check out the McFarlane DC Multiverse Facebook group. We are 16,000 members strong and growing, and all we talk about is this line of action figures, so it is a great group to be a part of. All right, folks, that is it for this week. Hope you'd enjoyed this little review of Steppenwolf. God bless.